How can you give constructive feedback to your team? If you have realized that your team is not quite performing where you would like them to perform, here's how you might approach that. Number one, make sure you give them praise around the things that they are doing well. These three things, you guys knocked the cover off the ball, or this was outstanding, or this was an amazing delivery. So first, recognize those things that they are doing well with. Second, now you might say, here are 2 or 3 things that we might do the next time as a team. Notice I said we, not you. The things that we might do as a team that we think, that I believe might take our performance a little bit higher. Or here are the things that might give us a better delivery at the end of the day. And then lastly, you want to make sure that you give them the how. I have figured out that the reason that people generally don't execute even around those things that they know they ought to do or they intellectually understand is that they don't know the how. So generally, when you're trying to give somebody the rationale as to why they ought to embrace a concept or why they might do this or that in the culture, the why is important. When you're giving feedback, the what is important. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing well? And generally, oh, by the way, when you're giving that feedback, you never want to give people more than 2 or 3 things at a time that they need to work on. That how is critical. Here's how you might improve on your performance. Here's how you might deliver the product in a quicker fashion. Here's how you might leverage other relationships within the organization. Here's how you might motivate people in other departments to help you. Here's how you might get your hands on greater resources or use the resources that we do have at our disposal, use them even better. But giving them the how at the time that you give them the critical feedback will give them an opportunity to own it faster and will help them to execute. I have figured out that the reason why people don't execute, as I said, is that they don't have the how, or you haven't given them the why, or you haven't told them the what they need to do and how and what they need to do better. Go get them. Expect to win. If you would like to see more videos and get a few more of my pearls, then like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.